Tonight, we're returning to one of my favorite hidden canals. Some of you may remember this spot from the first time I found it because it was absolutely teeming with life. Thousands of fish swam here, tiny flagfish darting through the weeds, jewel cichlids flashing in the sunlight, Mayan cichlids holding their ground, tilapia schools moving like clouds in the water, and tucked among them were something even more special, wild betta fish. But things changed fast. This past summer hit harder than usual. We had one of the most intense, drawn-out dry seasons I've seen in years. The water level dropped lower and lower until entire stretches of the canal looked like someone had drained them. All that was left were shallow tunnels connecting pockets of water. It was a dangerous place for fish to be stranded, especially for smaller, delicate species like bettas. Here's the wild part though. The canal never fully dried. Even in the worst of the drought, some sections held on. And now, after weeks of heavy wet season rain, the water is back, which means tonight's mission is simple. Find out if those wild bettas somehow survived. Of course, we're not just chasing bettas. Whenever we explore these places, you never know what you'll run into. Exotic invaders, native species, even something completely unexpected. So every net and every throw is a chance at discovery. And at the end of this video, I'll reveal something even crazier. Back at my fish room, I've completely changed the stock of my 300-gallon monster fish aquarium. Every grow out, every powerhouse predator, all moved together for the first time. But we'll get to that later. Right now, the adventure starts with a net, a dark canal, and the search for wild betta fish. Welcome back to Rob's Aquatics, guys. In today's video, we're back at a spot where I used to catch some betta fish, and I'm actually really excited for today's video because for the last few months, this place has been completely dried out, and we got a heat wave after heat wave, drought for so long. I figured they're probably all dead. So that's what we're going to try to figure out today. We're going to be doing some spotting, some exploring like we did in the last video, but the main thing is we're hoping to catch are some betta fish. So I did buy a brand new net because my pole nets keep mysteriously disappearing, and I'm pretty sure somebody is stealing them out of the back of my truck. But luckily this net has enough range. I do need to be careful because there are alligators in here. We've seen them before. Before I take this first net, we're going to try and see what kind of movement we see down here because I don't want any alligator funny business. And I do know there's definitely alligators that call this place home. I've seen them multiple times. So I don't see any eyes reflecting back at us, and we're gonna take our first net. I'm thinking it'll probably be like the last spot where we went, where, you know, the fish left when the drought came because they're A, dying, and B, there's nothing to eat. But then when the floods came, that's when they all came back up from the marsh where they slinked back to. But this net is also pretty wide mesh, so it might be kind of difficult to catch some fish in it. Either way, we're gonna keep exploring. We're gonna walk down this way. I'm gonna bring a bucket with us and we're gonna see what we find. We started off slow, just a net sweep through the shallow weeds, hoping to see some movement. Nothing. Not a single ripple in the mesh. That first empty pole set the tone. We were going to have to work for every fish tonight. Oh, look, there's a bunch of movement down here. So I'm gonna try to cut off the culvert. I do see a bunch of fish. Brand new net, quick move, quick move. They might be really small mosquito fish, but there's probably some bigger stuff mixed in there. No, I think that might just be a bunch of mosquito. Oh, ew. Fresh boba. I don't know if this is amoeba, but this stuff, we usually find it in this area. It's like a super gelatinous kind of deal. I really have no clue what that is, but let's get close. Let me see the light. Let's see what might have been jumping around here. It's definitely fish. Oh, look, they're tiny, but there's a bunch of fish in here. So that's a really good sign. A thick mosquito fish population means that there's other fish in here that are probably eating them. So we're gonna continue down, probably go down this left side and see what we could find. There is also lightning right now, so I don't know how long our little excursion will be. We're definitely gonna try to make the best of it. No snakes, hopefully. The snake we saw in last video was supposedly, oh man, they're making me work for it today. Oh! Big spider. The snake in last video was supposedly just a, sheesh, man. Oh, he jumped out at me. Non-venomous snake though, so I see another one. Best believe we're wrangling it. Let's see around right here. Our light might be spooking everything, but you can see this rain just put up a bunch of water. Oh, look. Our first fish. There we go. Oh, big tilapia. Now, I'm actually going to keep him because this is the perfect fishing bait. Me and my lovely girlfriend, cooking with Captain K, have not been fishing in a long time, and he
is snook and tarpon candy. So we're gonna hold on to him.
Second try was a little better. The net came up heavy with a tilapia, thrashing like it owned the canal. A solid catch, but not what we came for. Third attempt, completely empty again.
Oh, I gotta get water in this thing. What am I thinking? It's almost time to rally. Let's find some fish. Don't want too much water because otherwise he'll escape, but that's enough water to keep him chill. You can see it's very tinted, so that means it's either brackish slightly or there's a lot of tannins in here, but I think it's tannins. I've been pulling up a lot of mud every net. That's probably why it's a little tea colored. I'm gonna try again over here, but I just gotta make sure we keep track of the bucket. All right, you ready for this? Kind of rusty with this net. We're going big. We're going for this huge lot of algae. We get anything? I think a finer net would have been a better idea because otherwise a lot of these fish can probably just slip right through if they're young and just hatched. But we're gonna take another net right here. We're not wasting no time because I don't know how much time we got. One tilapia. Oh, we got another fish. Two fish. Perfect. Yes, these are the perfect baits. Maybe we even bring you guys with us to try to get on some fish. Look at these chubby little tilapias. Two more in this net. One more than the last time we caught some fish. But I'm hoping we could find some other species. Hopefully something more exotic. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this here and we'll grab the truck.
On the fourth scoop, I felt resistance before even lifting the net. When I pulled it up, there they were. Two tilapia, side by side, muscles twitching as they tried to leap out. Still no sign of the bettas, but the canal was proving it hadn't been abandoned entirely.
I'm going to keep trying to hit up lily pads, anything that's got some kind of structure to it. And you probably just saw some lightning too. Oh, I thought those lily pads were a big fish. We actually haven't caught anything too small yet, which I'm pretty surprised about because you would think at some point we'd pull up something small because I'm dragging it through all these plants. Oh, I see fish. I see fish. Let's see. What is it? Tell me right now. Oh, damn. Okay, I'm kind of over the tilapia. These might be the only fish big enough in this canal to actually go, like not go through the mesh of the net. I do have one secret in my sleeve right now. We could find some other species hiding about. Culverts are an awesome place. Anywhere where the water flows is a great place to find every kind of fish. Oop, thank you very much. But we're gonna get this guy and this guy. We're gonna get all the little chunky tilapias in there because we love to fish and I like to use live bait.
Another net sweep, another two tilapia. The pattern was becoming clear. Tilapia had claimed this spot during the rains, filling it back in like an invasive army. They're hardy, fast breeding, and perfectly suited for shallow waters, which explains why every net seemed to bring more of them up.
We got a lot more marshy stuff right here. Oh, look, is that a baby gator or is that a frog? You see that reflection? I see something glowing right past that lily pad. Kind of sketch though, I'm not gonna lie, because I do know for a fact there's a lot of gators in here. We're right next to a reserve. Anybody down in this mess? Man, they're making it hard on a young player. Keep trying, I'm not gonna give up that easy. They gotta, like, I don't mind working for it. This is also where the gator loves to hang out. So could we get a quick shine down there, Captain? All right, no gator that we could see at least. I do see a bunch of little tiny fish. Did I get anything in that net though? Damn, they're making me work. So far, no betta fish, but that doesn't mean we quit, guys. That doesn't mean we quit. That just means we try harder. I might even break out the cast net for a couple throws just to cover more area. We got some lily pads right here. They're not making my life easy, I tell you that much. Let's see what I could do here. Thick marsh, no gators, hopefully. Oh, that's a frog.
No, it's a tree frog.
No, that's a frog. That's a frog. It's an actual frog. Oh, he beat me to the water. I wanted to catch him. Or did I get him? No, I didn't get him. I got nothing.
We'll find one eventually again.
We switched tactics, taking 3 quick nets in a row, hoping speed and repetition would pay off. Nothing on the first, nothing on the second, nothing on the third. By the time I pulled that third empty net, I was starting to think this might end with 0 bettas. But then the 4th pull broke the streak. At first I thought the net was snagged. It was heavy, awkward. When I dragged it up, I saw a giant invasive apple snail clinging to the mesh. It was massive. Its shell was shining under the light. Next to it, another tilapia flopped in protest. Not exactly a jackpot, but the night was warming up.
Let's try hitting it from a different angle. They're not as thick in here as they were when I first found this location. Giant, oh! Look, we got another perfect bait. And we've got a massive invasive apple snail. Now, the fun fact about these guys is if you eat them, you could get rat lungworm disease if they're undercooked. And it's like a respiratory disease. So be careful. We're not keeping him. We are keeping him though, because I know he'll get ate.
After so many tilapia, I decided it was time to switch gears. Out came the cast net. Larger radius, wider spread, more water covered. It felt like the move we needed. First throw, heavy splash. Quick pull in. When the net tightened, I could feel the weight. Tilapia again. The canal was overflowing with them. I tossed them back, reset, and tried again.
They got good size on them, but no signs of beta fish or anything yet. I think it's time to take out that cast net, take a couple throws with it, see what we could find, and worst case scenario, we just try to find something more interesting along this creek. Now I've got my secret weapon. Every good canal explorer and fisherman will have one of these. It's a cast net. If you don't know how to throw it, it's super easy. If you leave some hype points, like and subscribe, I'll teach you how. That's like a new feature on YouTube. I really don't understand it, but it exists for a reason. But either way, it is by far the best method to see if anything's living in the water because you cover so much more ground. Now this net's a little broken, so it won't work quite as well as a new one, but that net might actually have been perfect. I split it right down the middle, and we're gonna try to just jerk this around. Oh, I see fish. I see fish, a lot of fish. Oh, no, we lost some. I did feel something big tugging on bottom. We might have actually hit the gator if he's sitting down there, but we definitely caught more tilapia. I know that for sure. I think, did we get anything new? Any new species in here? I don't know. This might just be a really good bait spot right now. Oh my God. Tilapia on tilapias. And I will be keeping every last one of these big guys. Yeah, anything with some kind of meat on their bones. Can you do me a big favor, Captain? Can you grab the bucket? The search for the beta fish is inconclusive so far. We don't know for certain if they're here yet. It's not really looking good either, I will say. There's a lot of parts of this that we can check out and explore. See if we could find them tucked away in a pocket or something like that. But for right now, we're just gonna load up again. Last year, before the drought and all the heat waves, I was catching flagfish, jewel cichlids, tilapia, pike killifish, beta fish, gourami, everything. Anything exotic you could think of, but now not so much. But it's, oh, that was money. That was so good. Gonna run with it. Close it real fast because it's partially opened at all times because of those broken strings. You see that? How it drags along like that? That's because the net is partially broken, but we're not even really seeing anything invasive outside of these tilapia, which is definitely interesting, I will say. But I'm gonna drive down the creek. After throwing a few nets, it's clear there's not really much going on over this way, but this guy is big enough to get ate. Before we hang up the cast net, I will be giving it 2 more tries closer to where we are parked, just because I have faith. I have faith in the old cast net. But if this doesn't work out, we're going back to dip netting because I'm still not convinced there's no, oh my God, I didn't get enough torque on that. But I'm still not convinced there's no beta fish in here. I just think we haven't come across them yet. So hang in there, guys. Don't leave me yet. Why do they always leave? There's another pretty open pocket right here. So I'm just gonna give it a shot. I didn't give that last net as much oomph. Like that was money. I saw something flash in the water when I threw that though. Hopefully it wasn't my keys. Otherwise we're camping in the back of the truck in the rain and lightning. We're gonna see if anything ended up in here. I might as well get, oh, I see fish. We might as well get a new net. That's for sure. So, you know, not the end of the world, not the worst. It could definitely be worse. You know, at least we are still catching stuff. We still are getting these, oh my God. He got dragged up in the net. Beautiful. Oh, actually, it's not really beautiful. It's kind of ugly, but it's still a beta fish. Being ugly is probably what kept it alive this long. Look at that, guys. Beautiful little beta fish. So some absolute bruisers for tilapia. Now, this guy's a little too small to keep. These guys are some good snook bait. If you guys ever want to see like rod and reel fishing content, just let me know. But I do have to ask you another favor, Captain.
Get the bucket.
Yes, please. Oh, how sweet. You're awesome. Everybody check out her channel as well at the end of this video. But we got these two right here. And we got this little tiny tyke of a little beta fish. But on that note, guys, we cannot abandon the cast net quite yet.
I couldn't believe it. Against all odds, after the drought, after the heat, after months of barely any water, here was a beta fish, alive and thriving again in the canal. Its colors weren't as bold as a tank-raised beta, but the resilience it showed made it even more special. This was proof that some of these little fighters had survived. We got him in the bucket carefully, knowing it would get a better chance back home. For the first time that night, the hope spiked. If one betta made it through, maybe there were more waiting. Every cast after that had me on edge. Would it be more tilapia, another exotic, maybe even another betta? The mystery of what lived beneath the surface kept us going deeper into the night.
And I will also say, we did some things in the fish room, and you guys aren't going to want to miss that update because it's pretty awesome. I call it the green team, and you won't actually know what I'm talking about unless you stick around for that. I'm gonna throw one more net in that pocket, and then we're gonna check out a little portion of the creek down there where we caught freshwater blue crabs the last time this place had water. And it's super shallow, so if we shine with the light, we'll be able to see a lot more. Because this water is like creek, it's like dirty and shit. You know what I mean? It's like a little disgusting. But this part is actually, I don't know, this part is still, it's like clear when you put it in the bucket, not so clear anytime else. But another money cast net throw, exactly what I need from this. Hopefully pull up something more exotic than a tilapia. Betta fish would be nice. I do see another freaking tilapia, more tilapia. Oh, so many tilapia. Guys, give it a break. This isn't cool, guys. This isn't cool. My subscribers hate tilapia and mine cichlids. You'd think like there'd be jewel cichlids and stuff in here. But right now, it's literally just a bunch of these primo baits. Like these, I will say, they will get ate, like I've been saying. Just not like what I want to catch. I want to catch betta fish. I don't want to catch these silly willy-nilly tilapia. I think that's all we're going to keep out of that net. Some bruisers right here. And we're going to grab the dip net, drive down the road, and check out that other creek.
Encouraged by the betta, we pushed further along the canal. I shoved the net through a thick mat of invasive water hyacinth. It was so dense it felt like dragging through cement. When I pulled it back though, it was empty. Not a single fish had been hiding there.
Yep, there we go, little buddy. Oh, he's so slimy. But look at this, guy. We just caught a beautiful little frog. Now, these aren't invasive, I don't believe. Oh, it's one of the spring peepers. He's pretty cute. I've heard these every night. I've never known what he is, but we're gonna just let him go. Let him do his thing. That's a good sign though. That means there could be, oh, there's some water in this creek. I've never fished this creek before. We're still gonna give it a shot. Let's light it up. Ooh. Interesting. Very shallow over here. Just barely any pockets of water. But I'd imagine that's pretty good for some betta fish. Oh no, I just saw the biggest water bug I've ever seen. Cool find. You know, we're gonna come back to this little hole, but I do want to check out the rest of this little area and see what else there could be and what other options we have. Oh, I just saw a fish. I don't know if I'll be able to get it, but it looked a little slender. It didn't look like a tilapia. Oh, let's see, did we get anything? Oh, we did. Oh, let's go. If these are what I think they are, we're, oh my, look, wait. Why did you drop that? Sorry, I was just turning it off. But look at these. What I might have saw could have, these are pygmy sunfish. A super rare kind of native species I hardly ever catch. I did see another one.
He slipped through the net.
He slipped through the net. Rat bat. I don't know if I'm gonna have to censor that out, but these guys are super, super cool little native species right here. I thought they were gonna be flagfish when I first saw them, which I would have actually loved. I do love me some flagfish, but nice to see some other species. We already caught one betta fish, so, oh, there's another fish. Mosquito fish?
Peter or Molly?
Let's see. Baby Molly. So I think maybe these fish are just now starting to spawn. I'm gonna put them back. They are native species. I only really keep the invasive stuff and, you know, exotics, but we're gonna explore around this creek a little longer because we already won the night. We did find one betta fish. It's just ideally, you know, we want to find more than one.
Are there any frogs in there?
In here? No, but there is water in there. No, I see nothing. That would have been cool. There's another pocket right here though. Let's see what we could do. USA. USA, USA. Going for the long shot here. Oh, I don't think I got quite far enough, unless I did.
It is.
Oh, I did. Mosquito fish. So we're up to, oh, through the net. That's all right, we'll find them. We caught a couple species, you know, it wasn't a complete failure. There he is. I got the eagle's eye. Nice little mosquito fish right there. We're just gonna put him back. He's another native.
We moved on, checking the culverts that tunneled under the road. Usually these spots are magnets for fish. Oxygenated, shaded, and deep enough to hold water even when other areas dry up.
Right here we're checking out this culvert, but if you look, you see this like beaten down path in the brush right there. It might look like nothing, but that's actually a clear telltale sign that a gator came through and like just beat down all that brush trying to find this water right here. So I'm gonna take one net, not too many, because I don't want to draw the gator out from the sewer. There could be fish. Could be fish is a key word. No fish on this side. All I'm seeing are little tiny mosquito fish and possibly even those pygmy sunfish that we just found. But we're gonna jump over to the other side and see what we could see. This water kind of smells like burned almost. It's weird. A lot of little fish. But I see a lot of small fish. I think every single one of those fish just went through my little net. We're gonna check out the marsh on the other side. Look how many just came up to eat all the stuff I kicked up. But we're gonna go to the other side of the marsh, see if the creek is the same as it was last year. And then I wanna show you guys what we did in the fish room. So last year, guys, when we first discovered this location, this whole section right here below us was actually a floodplain. And I also wanna mention, guys, if you want a really badass flashlight, 90,000 lumens in the palm of your hand, that can beam literally anything. We can see to the end of the screen right here. Just incredible light. I do have a discount code for you. It'll be in the description. They gave it to me like 2 years ago and I hardly ever mention it, but it's in times like these that I really love the flashlight because we could see everything. But this whole spot right here, all the way up to the road, was completely submerged in water and we were finding millions of fish. But now, this year, even though we've been getting rain every day and you know, everything's looking pretty good, all that remains is this little spot right here. So, oh, wait, look. Oh my God. How have you not been picked off by a bird? Is that as bright as it could be? Look at this. Oh my God. He's still alive. Oh, the water's pretty cool. You would think this water would be, maybe a bird dropped him. Do you see this? It's a little beta fish. Well, perfect timing, because the lightning is encroaching on us, so we don't have much time. But we're gonna get him in our keeper bucket. Another kind of ugly beta fish. Still has some nice colors. Wow, just wow. I was not expecting to see him there, but what we're gonna do is I have a shrimp tank that, you know, we do nothing with. It's got some shrimp in there. If they live or they die, it's whatever. I don't care if they get eaten. If it's what these beta fish need to eat to live, then so be it. I don't know if they're male or female yet. I guess we'll know if they start to fight. We're going to get them into that tank just so nobody bothers them. My fish room's full of bass for robsaquatics.com and other monster fish. I'm excited to show you guys the green team and what we did with my giant knife fish. So I'll catch you guys back at the fish room. Now, this is what I've been so excited to show you guys. So I did this today before you left to go to that canal, because as you guys know, I have the online fish store, so I gotta do a bunch of stuff during the day. So it's hard for me to make videos, but I'm making my commitment towards YouTube go way up. And now you might be noticing those 8 big Temensis we had in this tank are no longer here. We don't have the huge featherback knife fish in here anymore. I do have 2 little baby ones for sale still. But the reason for that is because I put the green team in here. It's 1 Zingu, 5 Brokopondo, and 5 Azul Peacock Bass. And we're going to be feeding this tank in just a second because the Datnoids need to eat, the Peacock Bass need to eat, but this sturgeon might be going to a new home pretty soon. But since putting them in the tank with a darker substrate, everything's got a lot darker, and I can't forget my little baby Piraiba. We still have these available on the site as well. I'm going to grow that one out, but everybody is doing really good. I put my Adonis in here. He's about this big. I'm going to be posting it to TikTok, but what I'm about to show you looks a little ridiculous, I will admit, and it's because I put all those Temensis and that big knife fish in the 120 a gallon aquarium. So you're going to see just how silly this looks, but before we go over there, we're going to try to feed them. I don't know if they'll eat, but they're not getting shipped. One of my local buddies is picking up 4 of those bass and the knife fish, and then another one of my buddies locally wants to grab the other 2. So we're gonna try to feed them a handful of pellets right here. Since moving them in, they're probably not gonna want to eat, but when you see just how big they've grown, you'll be pretty impressed, because you saw those other bass in this tank and how they look, and now you see these guys. We're gonna see, I'm not gonna drop a lot of pellets in there because I doubt they're gonna eat. They're probably super stressed out and kind of just freaked out, but the knife will probably eat. He's grown to a foot. We got him when he was a little baby, and in just 5 months, he's grown 10 inches. It's pretty impressive, I will say, but they don't want to eat. It's all right. We're just going to turn them lights out. But the reason I moved them into this tank rather than keeping them in the 300 is because when I transport them, I don't want to stress them out a lot. So what I'm going to do, the Datnoids need to eat something special. And so they need some defrosted tilapia. The rest of these fish though will eat whatever pellets we throw in there. I also put the 4 Ripsaw Catfish I was growing out into the 120-gallon tank. So everything you guys saw, 300-gallon, yes. Can you pass me that real quick? So everything you guys have seen, also Hikari, everybody comment on Hikari's page and get them to sponsor me because I spend a lot on their food. I really like their products and I do want to be a vendor for them, but I'm gonna do that much pellets. It seems like a lot, but these big bass, I've been struggling getting to eat pellets, but the Piraiba and everybody else love to eat. Oh, the Datnoid ate vibrobites off the top of the water. What the hell? Is he gonna eat? Oh, that's the first time he's ever done that. Oh, you disappointed me, but you can see the green team is doing great. The Piraiba actually eats the massivore. Part of the reason why I put so many vibrobites in there is mainly because the ripsaws don't like to eat anything else right now. We got the sturgeon sucking up on the bottom. Everybody in this tank will eat these pellets. It might take them a little bit. There's the Zingu eating on the top. I put in a lot of pellets, but it's because I've been feeding them kind of lightly all day. But you guys know the fish I grow out in the 300-gallon always end up becoming available to you guys as well. And I'm almost sold out of the short body red tail. So I might get some more of those in, but a higher grade so they're stubbier. Because these ones, they're definitely short body. They're just not nearly as short body. But finding these beta fish in here, it's gonna be a little bit hard because there's so many other fish. But we got one of the beta fish right there. There is a chance. Oh, he didn't get eaten by the tilapia. Oh, no, please, tilapia, spare me. The other beta fish is hanging out in there. I don't know what happened, but the bucket just turned to mud. So I'm gonna get this next beta fish out of here. We're just gonna get little old buddy pal into this tank to his right. So the water's pretty low right now, and there's only shrimp in this tank right here. You're not gonna be able to see much, but he should do just fine in there. There's some driftwood, some plants. The Fogo bass to his left want to eat them, but they're not going to be able to, and that's the beauty of it. So we're just going to grab the other guy without hopefully getting him trampled by tilapia. I see him right there. There we go. Got him. I'm a professional, guys. Like and subscribe. Leave some hype points. Look at him. He's actually looking a little bit prettier since we caught him, which is good to see, but we'll find out if they're male and female one way or another. They should do just fine and live a long, healthy, happy life in here. Oh, not if he sticks to the glass. But that is it for today's video, guys. If you want to shop, get something like the 300-gallon tank for yourself. All these fish species are available on robsaquatics.com. And this month, I'm going to be doing a massive mystery fish box. And yeah, robsaquatics.com for all your fish needs. Rob's Aquatics YouTube channel for all your entertainment needs. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.